Okay, and we are recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dave and Tre'von's Mantastical Podcast, Episode 3. Uh, yeah.
Three. My favorite number.
Is
My
it really?
favorite age.
Ooh.
I peaked at age 3. It's been downhill ever since.
So, a lot has happened, Dave. A lot has happened in my life and in your life, I assume, since the last podcast. Um, I have both very good and, very bad stories. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean good and bad as in some are interesting and some aren't. I don't mean it like
Oh.
that. I mean it as in bad shit has happened to me very much in the last month and a half. But
Oh man.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
we could start dark and bring it back up, or do we start high to get all the listeners here and attentive and then just crush them?
I don't know. I don't really want to end dark.
Okay, okay. Then I'll open up with very dark stuff.
Okay.
Whew. This is gonna be heavy, Dave. My sister is dead. She died. What day is it? She died a week ago.
Oh geez.
She was
Really?
28 years old. She is now dead,
Oh my
possibly from
God.
a drug overdose.
I'm
N-
really sorry to hear that.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Now, I know, I was just smiling and stuff, and I still want to smile because I'm seeing you for the first time in a month and a half. So I'm just happy to see my friend. Uh, so please don't take that dark thing and then me smirking as some weird thing. It's just emotionally I'm
No.
conflicted, and I'm still in heavy denial of my sister being dead.
Yeah, that's super heavy.
Yeah. Now, I don't know where to go with this story, but I'm just gonna open up. I'm just gonna pour out all the things on my mind right now. So my niece is now an orphan. Both of her parents are dead. I am the only sort of male figure in her life. And right now, well, for the past year while my sister was in rehab, uh, my mother and I have been raising my niece. And I don't know, this of course I'm extremely sad about how my sister being dead and how this will affect my niece, but I'm also thinking about the abandonment issues my niece will face from both of her parents dying. And I'm thinking about what if I move out in the future? How is this going to affect her? Is she going to feel abandoned because me, her only male sort father figure, quote unquote, I guess, is now leaving? And that's just this weird predicament I've been thinking about for a long time. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dave. I poured on way too heavy of a thing at the front of the show.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to go there.
Yeah,
Man, that's insane. I'm sorry you're going through all that.
it's all
Sorry,
right,
she's
Dave.
going
It's
through all that too. How old is your niece?
She's 6. Whole 6 years old. Jesus Christ. Ah, I remember when she was in diapers. I I can't wait till she's a lot older, so I could always be like, oh, I've known you since you were in be that person.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
man, that's
yeah,
that's wild.
and so my other sister came up from Florida because she lives down there. She took a plane up here, And well, her and I argue a lot. Like every time we're together, we pretty much have some sort of argument. And we went to a mall earlier because we all needed sort of like we needed clothes for the funeral. I needed to get like a new dress shirt because the only two dress shirts I have are like a light blue and then like a purple, like a lavender. Uh, so it
Hmm.
wouldn't be quite right for a funeral. By the way, I'm shaking. I don't know why talking about this is making me so like I'm just nervous to put this out there. I don't know why.
I, it's heavy, man.
It is
That's
heavy.
super heavy stuff.
Anyway, this part's a funny story. It happened later, like today, like a few hours ago. So we got out of the mall, went into my car. I was driving. My sister got into the front passenger seat, and she didn't put a seatbelt on. However, like I've been in a lot of car accidents, and like I'm very safety
Really?
conscious. Yes, a lot, quite a few. 3 years ago was probably one of the worst. Like my brother and I were just heading, from Kingston, New York to Poughkeepsie, which is like an hour or so away, and we got ran
Hmm.
off the road by a drunk driver and almost went head on with a telephone pole. But we got
Oh,
lucky and like
geez.
fishtailed out, so like the gas tank sort of took the brunt of the impact. Um,
Yeah.
but like we could have been seriously injured, so I'm just very safety conscious with like cars. Like wear a fucking seatbelt. And she was like, "I'm not wearing a seatbelt. Like I'm not putting a seatbelt on." And I
Really?
was like, "Well, I guess I'm not driving until you put a
How old
seatbelt
is
on."
she?
She's
Is she from
25.
the 70s? What?
No, no, but then
That's insane.
she said, "Oh, you're just doing this because it's a power trip kind of thing. You just want to control the situation." And it was like, "No, I don't. But put your fucking seatbelt on because I'm not driving until you do." Anyway, she was like, "I'm not putting
Yeah.
my fucking seatbelt on, and either drive or I'm gonna get the fuck out, and you could just leave without me." So I didn't drive.
Does she
She got
know,
out,
like,
and I started driving away. My mother made me stop, and my mother got out. Anyway, my sister ended up getting back in the car. We argued, and she was like, "Ah, you fucking cunt," whatever it was. She called my father and said, "I he was going to leave me in the parking lot," and it's like, bro, you said like leave you here. I pulled a I bet, all right. And then I started
hmm
driving away. We had this huge argument whilst in the parking lot, like in my car in the parking lot. And she was eventually said, "I'm just gonna go to our father's for the night." Which is fine by me because I don't want to be around her right now. She annoys me. We argue too much, Dave. Anyway, we had this angry drive home where like I took a wrong turn through Middletown. I was in Middletown at the Middletown Mall. I took a wrong turn and ended up on a back road that I don't know, but I winged it like
Oh
general
boy.
direction
In
wise.
Middletown.
I didn't want to ask for directions because I was driving. I couldn't pull it up on my phone while driving. And
Yeah.
my mother said, "Do you know where you are?" And I said, "Yeah, I know where I'm at." Like I was just angry too.
The classic man thing. I don't need
Exactly.
directions. I know where we are.
Exactly. I didn't know where we were. I was just sort of winging it and going in the general direction. Needless to say, I got us home by complete accident.
Wow.
I managed to
Nice.
not have to ask for directions whilst in my anger. So, because that would have made it so much worse. Because I was like, "Yeah, I know
Yeah.
where I'm going," and then, oh fuck,
hmm
I have to ask for
And then get
directions.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I've never met someone in their 20s who is against wearing seatbelts.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she's against seatbelts. I think she was just mad. Like she had some anger at me for something. I don't
Hmm.
know what. We argue a lot, so you know, a lot of
Does she
anger
know
just in
that
general.
if if you get pulled over because she's not wearing a seatbelt, you still get the ticket?
Probably doesn't care.
Wow.
She threatened to slash all four of my tires when we got back to
Oh,
our
okay.
house. So
That's what we're
because she was
dealing
just
with.
angry at me.
Wow.
So she doesn't care about me fiscally. She doesn't care about how much money I may have to spend to right her wrongs.
Yeah.
But really, I don't think it was. I don't think it was just like, oh, I'm against seatbelts because they they cost more
Right.
lives than they save.
Yeah.
I think she was just fucking pissed off at me for something.
Okay.
Anyway,
That
how are
makes
you,
more
Dave?
sense in my head.
How are you? I
I'm
rambled for
doing
10
pretty
minutes
well.
so far.
No, it's all good.
How's the social
10
media
minutes,
thing?
2 minutes.
Oh no. No, don't freeze. No.
Froze.
Yep, you're frozen for me.
Yeah, you're. Oh wait, now
All right, we're back.
I hear you. Oh, you're cutting out really bad. Okay.
Am I moving? Okay.
Um,
Oh, oh fuck it. It's freezing a lot.
frozen again.
It's okay. We have to ride this one out. This hasn't happened to us yet.
It's it's freezing a lot, a lot.
Yeah, it's freezing quite a bit. But I can
Okay.
see you now. I can see you.
So yeah. So I've never like had a problem with social media because I've always had stuff to do, like a job. So, I'll look at it occasionally, look a little bit there, and it's fine. But with all this literally lost to it, like I'll wake up, look at my phone, and then I'll put my phone down and it's like 10 o'clock at night. So
Yeah.
I'm not using it anymore.
Yeah.
And I
I
feel
feel
so
you.
much better. I turned off notifications for everything except texts and calls, and it's great.
That's nice. I've tried deleting Twitter like 30 times during this quarantine, and it's just
Yeah. See, I can't delete it because I have so many hilarious things retweeted that I don't want to never see again.
see, that's partly it for me, but it's also partly cuz I also get news from Twitter, and it's also partly because there's just this
That's,
urge for me to go back to it.
yeah.
Like like
The
whenever I have
news part
downtime,
is why,
it's just I'm on Twitter and I just can't stop going back to it.
yeah, that's why I don't go back to it because I can't stop. I'll pick it up and I'll just like be looking at my phone for 2 hours getting angry about things,
Yeah.
and that's not healthy.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I look at it, I get pissed off at fucking
Hmm.
at Rachel Maddow, and it's just like,
But the thing is, I get angry at random people who might not even be real people, you know?
oh
And I'm like, how are you this stupid? How can you be saying this? I
yeah,
don't know who these people are. So why
yeah,
am I going to let them get me angry?
yeah,
It's not helpful.
yeah. Okay, I have a bit of a story to tell. A week ago, when I found out my sister died, um, and my other sister flew in from Florida, her and my mother went to stay with my grandmother for a few days. So, just to all mourn together or whatever. I stayed here at my house and I was alone. And I decided to drink, which I rarely ever do. The last time
Yeah.
I drank was probably 9 months ago before quarantine. And the hardest alcoholic beverage I've ever had up until like 4 days ago was a twisted tea, which are like
Hmm.
5% alcohol.
Yeah.
I went out to a liquor store and, well, I went to a liquor store 2 days in a row. The first day I walked in, and like there was some like inherent like part of me that's like, I'm a kid, I don't belong in here because I hardly ever go in
Yeah,
there, so I feel like I'm gonna get in
yeah.
trouble. And the second day I walked in, and I got a bottle of gin, extra dry gin. Um, no real purpose. Like I don't know alcohols really. I just sort of winged it. I drank a quarter bottle of gin, and then I got
Oh
really
God.
fucking drunk and really hungover.
Yeah,
But while I was drunk and sad because of all the stuff going on. Um,
yeah.
I recorded a video of me playing one of my songs that I wrote. Because I'm a musician, I have a guitar right next to me,
Hmm.
and I write
Oh, I
music.
know.
And I recorded one of my songs, and I proclaim that I will
Oh
never play
no,
this
you're
song
frozen
again.
again. Oh
Uh
wait. Okay, you're back.
oh, frozen. All right, we're good.
Why?
Uh, okay, so the lyrics
Yeah.
of the song, I mentioned that I have two sisters and a niece, and like just
Oh.
I don't know, like I was drunk and feeling sad, and I was just like, do I change the lyrics? Do I not change the lyrics? Do I just end the song? And I think I just ended the song. Like I think I'm
Hmm.
just good with singing it once, and then there I'm gonna retire my song because I don't know, like how to feel. Like artistically, I feel like changing the lyrics to go like I have a sister instead of two sisters is dishonest,
Yeah.
as well as it's I don't know. It's just it grosses me out. Like that would be erasing one of my
Yeah.
sisters in the lyrics. Um.
Right.
Anyway, I sang that song on camera and I posted it to my YouTube channel. And yeah,
Did you?
you could see me drunkenly singing it. I didn't delete the video because it's kind of funny. In the video, I'm just very sad. You could see how sad I am, but I also say I'm heavily buzzed, which isn't true. I'm fucking like it's so close to being blacked out. Like I'm just so
Oh
fucking
wow.
Dave, I don't drink, and then I went
Did you
for a
throw up?
very hard liquor. I was so close to throwing up. I laid down.
But you didn't?
I wish I could have, because that would have probably helped.
Yeah.
I
Usually you
called
feel better
I called
afterwards.
my mother during my alcoholic binge, multiple times just to say like, "Hey, I'm feeling really drunk now. Hey, I'm feeling drunker now." And she gave me like alcohol advice, and she was like, "If you lay down and everything starts spinning, like try and lay with one leg off of the bed and touching the floor to try and ground yourself." That didn't work.
Mm.
I tried it, didn't work.
Hmm.
Um, so I ended up just laying down in bed. And here's the thing: I laid down, semi drunk, like a little buzz. It was whatever. I fell asleep for 2 hours. I woke up. I got up, washed my face, brushed my teeth. I felt completely sober after that 2 hour nap. And then I laid back
Really?
down and everything started spinning again. And I felt so
Oh.
nauseous and I wanted to throw up. I went to the
Yeah.
kitchen and grabbed a
It's rough
kitchen, like
stuff.
a giant kitchen pot, because I swear I was gonna throw up. Like I have carpet, yet I don't have a carpet cleaner, so I can't afford to throw up on the
Hmm.
carpet, and I can't afford to
Yeah.
throw up on my bed because it's not laundry day yet. And I was so drunk, Dave. I still have 3/4 of a bottle of gin, and it's like, do I
What
drink it
brand is
again?
it?
Seagram's.
Well, did you drink it straight?
I mixed it. I started off. I was drinking since like 3 p.m. until like 11, 11 p.m. I was drinking for a long bit.
Yeah.
But it was like, shot here and there because it doesn't take me much to get buzzed because my tolerance is still low. So it was very much like a shot every not every half hour. A shot maybe like every hour.
Hmm.
Um, I was mixing it with Monster, and
And
then I
you're
ran
just
out of
doing shots?
Monster, and then I started
Oh,
drinking it
oh,
with
oh
iced
God.
tea,
Oh
and
my
that one
God.
tasted awful as well. And I took a few swigs here
I'm
and there once
I'm
I felt
so
my.
shocked that you didn't throw up.
I should have thrown up, Dave. I wanted to get the poison out. I I was
Yeah,
scared I was like
mixing gin with
alcohol
Monster.
poisoned. It was one of the monster juices. To be fair, so,
Ooh, okay.
yeah,
Oh
gin and
yeah, actually,
juice,
that'd be
like the
really good
Snoop
with
Dogg
gin.
song.
I would drink that. Yeah, I like
Snoop
gin.
Snoop taught me well, following his wisdom.
Yeah,
Now,
that's right. Smoke weed every day. Drink gin and juice.
yep. Who wrote a song about fucking Cavassier? Someone wrote a song about that. I feel like was that I don't know
I don't
who
know.
I don't know who that
That's
was.
a brandy, right?
I don't know. I don't know enough about alcohol.
Not the singer brandy, but like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. All I know is I drink and then I feel weird.
Yeah, it's a heavy drug.
Yeah. I don't know. Ever since I found out the news about my sister and like I don't want to be judgmental, but I see like the party culture on Twitter where it's like I'm just trying to get like some pills and whatnot, and it's
Mm,
like what about when you take something and then you don't wake up? Because no one plans for a fucking overdose. Hell,
yeah.
we all know Eminem's story. He was a fucking on a lot of drugs and he almost overdosed, but someone like walked in on him nearly dead. So he's kind of alive still. But yeah,
I
that's
actually did not know that, but I don't know much about Eminem.
I only remember that briefly from I think there was like some weird VH1 special on Eminem where I saw it and
Was
it
it
was
Inside the Music?
probably I don't know. I haven't seen VH1
I don't think they do
in
those
like
anymore.
30 years.
Those used to be good.
Well,
Yeah, right. Last
inside the
time I saw
music,
VH1, I was in the womb.
yeah. Inside the music was it's a weird thing because like sometimes they'd be like, "Here's inside the music for Twisted Sister," and it's like a band that doesn't really
Hmm.
matter too much. Like they didn't really influence
Yeah.
much. It's not like here's inside the music Black Sabbath where they're responsible for a genre of music.
Well, they usually did things that were new rather than like 20 years before. So well, I mean, they could have still done Black Sabbath. They were making music in the 80s.
Yeah. I
One
mean,
of my favorite ones is Rat. Inside the Music
oh
on Rat.
fuck
That's a
Rat.
fun one.
Fuck Rat.
I
I
love Rat.
fucking I remember need okay. Back in the day when I was in a cover band, our bassist loved classic rock, and
Hmm.
we played a Rat song for like 1 week, and then we just had to drop it because everyone hated it but
What,
him.
what song?
I'm trying to remember that. Let me look up.
It
It's
was
one of
probably Round and Round, right?
yes, round and round.
Yeah, see, that's of course it was Round and Round. That's their most overplayed song.
I mean, to be
They've got
fair,
so many better songs than Round and Round.
do they, Dave? Do they?
Oh, yeah, they do. Listen, I listened to nothing but hair metal for like 3 years of my life, maybe 4 years.
I learned
So yeah,
of the
trust me.
name of a certain genre of music that you and I swear, I bet we both know, but we would kind of be ashamed to admit. It's called butt rock. It has nothing to do with asses,
Never heard butt
but
rock.
it the name comes from disc jockeys like where it's like WPDH coming at you live with with whatever nothing but rock, like something like that, and the music is like Three
Okay.
Days Grace and Disturbed and Papa Roach and
Oh,
Evanescence and
okay.
Seether and Skillet, and I could just name like 90 of those bands.
But don't they already have a genre? Like, wouldn't that be new metal or something?
Not really. Papa Roach wouldn't be metal. I don't think Evanescence would be either. Skillet wouldn't. The
But is new
closest would be
metal metal?
Disturbed to be metal. and they're not even very
Oh,
metal.
new metal with like NU with the umlaut over the U.
I don't know. I feel like new metal is more like have you heard of Dragon Force, where it's just like really fast riffs, um, and like really
Yeah.
technically
See, I
advanced
thought new
music?
metal was more like uh Limp Bizkit. I thought that was new metal.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That would be metal going backwards as a genre if like Papa Roach and Skillet became metal. Because like you can't go from something as heavy as Black Sabbath and
Yeah,
fucking
but new metal, not new like
I
NEW,
I know what
NU.
you mean. I know what you mean. I
Okay.
I know it's a
Because
play on words, Dave, but I don't think cuz
that's like the discount bin of metal, right? Or am
no,
I wrong about that?
here's what it is. It's rock music for middle America, from what I found out. Did you know Disturbed last year sold more tickets than Mariah Carey? It was like 100,000 tickets they sold.
I
A
didn't
lot of
know that,
fucking
but
tickets.
that's kind of cool.
Bands like that are really popular in middle America, and their demographic
And
tends to
South
be,
America.
yeah, and their demographics tend to be really suburban, sort of, blue collar kind of guys who have some expendable cash, who may have families and whatnot. So when Skillet comes to town, they have $120 for tickets. They'll buy a $40 T-shirt or whatever. They'll be able to get a babysitter for their kids. So I found out that this genre of music is so heavily unappreciated that I respect every goddamn artist in it. When I used to think like, oh,
Oh no.
I can't
So
listen. Did you know Hoobastank?
Nickelback
Hold on,
though
Hoobastank, real
would
quick.
be.
You remember Hoobastank?
I know the name. Yeah,
Did you know they have 5 million
of course.
monthly listeners on Spotify? 5 million.
I
That's a
didn't know
lot of fucking
that.
listeners, Dave. Did you know the Front Bottoms, a much superior band, only has 1 million listeners?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hoobastank is fucking big, and I would have never guessed. I thought they fell off the
I
map.
wouldn't have either. Yeah, who's
Same with
listening to
Trapped.
Hoobastank in
Trapped is still
2020?
fucking big. Trapped is huge, Dave.
Don't know. I
I know you
refuse.
hate them. I don't really
I'm
care for them
choosing
either.
feelings for facts here. Okay, I refuse to believe it because Trapped is terrible,
I,
and the
I
lead singer with all 8 of his Twitter accounts is terrible.
I know what you mean, Dave. But they have a lot of listeners.
I
Numerically, this
don't
weird
buy it.
genre of like rock that all sounds the same is very popular. It's one of the most popular
But
things,
that
and it's
doesn't mean it's good.
underappreciated. No, hold on, hold on. Here's my thing about it. Not only is the goodness of music is subjective, but
Hmm.
the type of music that they write is catchy. In They're essentially
It's
feeding
like
their base what
arena
their base
pop
wants.
rock.
Exactly. They write hooks. They write hooks for their audience. I'm blanking.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. They write hooks, Dave. Do you know how hard it is to write a hook and have it
They're the
stick?
Donald Trump of music. They just feed their base what it wants.
Kind of. But that's what you want in the entertainment industry. You want to feed your audience what they want.
I don't.
You
What I
give the
want,
crowd what they
I
want.
want somebody, I want someone who's willing to change and grow and try new, exciting things, like David Bowie. He didn't just find
Yes.
one thing and
Yes,
do
and
it.
we have those.
He
We have those.
changed.
We have those. But this particular genre of butt rock is so
Yeah, butt
underappreciated.
rock. It's the lowest common denominator. It's not underappreciated.
No, it's underappreciated, Dave. Look, their outreach, okay? Do you know how many people have listened to their songs versus some artsy whatever guy trying to come up and be like, "Oh, I write ballads." A lot.
Oh,
Millions
hang
more
on. Let
people
me
listen
ask
to
you.
them. They are marketing
If
geniuses.
if this many people are listening to it, then how is it underappreciated?
Because uh the things that give like awards and the media look down on it because they're like, "Oh, you know,
Because it's
Evan is
objectively bad.
no, no. Uh, Here's the thing. There are awards for every genre of music. There are punk rock awards, there are alternative rock awards, pop awards,
I
there's
didn't know there were
Grammys.
punk rock awards.
Yeah, they are. It's like have you heard of
I
NME?
didn't say there aren't. I just
Like
said I
magazine.
didn't. I didn't know there were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's plenty of punk awards. They are very underrepresented in terms of like artists that get awards. They're underrepresented when it comes to the Academy of Music, whatever that is. And yeah, I
Well, I
don't know
feel like
why
rock in
because
general is.
they reach so many people, Dave. They reach so many people, and a lot of people genuinely just like their music. Like, yeah, me and you can look at, David Bowie like people and go, "Oh, it's so artsy and I love it." But like they're giving an audience a specific thing that they want time and time again without fail, and they're still
Hmm.
getting the ratings. They're still selling, albums or whatever. Not even really selling albums, but they're still getting the listeners that like,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these type of bands haven't put out a new album in 10 plus years, and they
they
just
have.
tour on the old stuff.
No, they have. They have. Skillet's been putting out albums. Papa Roach has put out albums recently. Here's the thing:
Papa
they
Roach
just
put
all
out new
sound the
albums.
same. They all sound the same. Their
Also,
sound doesn't evolve much.
I don't dislike Papa Roach and Evanescence, by the way.
I don't dislike Papa Roach either.
So,
I saw a live video of them like a few months ago of them playing like Download Festival. They're a really good live
mhm.
band. Like the front man really knows how to fucking command a stage. And like they're a very like good band. They're very high energy and they get the crowd into it. And everyone knows
Nice.
their fucking songs because they're really good at writing hooks. They get the
Yeah.
listeners, Dave.
Yeah, it's pop music.
Yes, it's an underappreciated form of pop. It's very popular, yet it's underappreciated, and it's pretty much thrown under the bus for whatever is. I'm not even
I
gonna
mean,
like
a lot
drag.
of people just don't like it.
A lot of people fucking like it though. A lot of people love it. A lot of people, it's what they listen to
Right. So
daily,
I don't
just
understand how it's underappreciated.
because everyone looks down upon it. It's kind of like how NASCAR.
Every wait, whoa, hang on. You just said everyone looks down upon it, but also there are millions and millions of people who are listening monthly and going to the concerts.
Let me
Who is
draw a parallel.
everyone?
Let
And
me
who
draw a
are these
parallel.
people?
Let me draw a parallel,
It
Dave.
can't be everyone looks down on it if there are, so these people aren't included in everyone.
Let me draw a parallel, Dave. Let me draw a parallel.
Okay.
NASCAR.
Parallel it for
When
me.
you and I think of
Hmm.
NASCAR because we're Yankees and we're up in the north, we think of uneducated idiots in the south watching cars go
Whoa,
round and round.
wait a minute.
Because we're
Don't,
fucking
don't
dickheads, Dave. We're
don't
fucking
put
dickheads.
words in my
We don't
mouth.
know. We don't know the the complexity of why people actually enjoy what they enjoy.
You said what you said. I don't feel that way about people who watch NASCAR.
No, but you've seen the stereotype,
um,
Dave. You've seen the stereotype of that. Like people who
I
watch
will
NASCAR
say
are
yes.
drunken redneck idiots. But there's much more
Currently, what
to
I
it
think
that
about
they
when
might
I
enjoy.
currently what I think about when I think about NASCAR is the Final Destination, the last Final Destination movie they made called The Final Destination
I
because it
don't
takes
remember
place at
much
a
of that
NASCAR
franchise.
race. They're fun and terrible, kind of like butt rock. It's fun.
Yeah,
You can sing along to it, you can dance, and then you go home and you're like, what? I don't. What did we do?
yeah,
It's fast food music.
yeah. But it serves its purpose very well. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It
like
serves its
McDonald's.
purpose. It gets a lot of people to listen to it. yet they don't win any awards for some reason.
Because it's not good music, but some of it is.
I mean,
I'm
Avenged
just
Sevenfold.
generalizing.
Avenged Sevenfold is in that category of butt rock, I'd say. Their older stuff may be a little bit better than what I've heard recently, because I think they went more into the genre of butt rock, where it's just kind of.
Hmm. I feel like Green Day is going into the butt rock genre
Green Day has always
with
been
their.
trash. I don't like Green Day.
Yeah, I've gone between liking them and disliking them,
I,
but they've become like dad rock.
I don't want to. I don't want to be like, oh, they're old now, because then I'm gonna have to realize I'm getting old at some point, and like,
Oh
okay,
man,
My Chemical
yeah. Let's
Romance
let's not go
was
down that road.
My Chemical Romance was supposed to return this year after their 6 year hiatus or whatever. Actually, 7 year hiatus. But due to COVID, they didn't. This was like My Guns N' Roses. They were like My Guns N' Roses. Like seeing them come
Wow.
back, I'm gonna be the old man that's like, you don't know the influence these people had on music, and I'll tell you what, your generation.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
A lot of
There's some
bands were,
upsides to getting old, I guess.
yeah, a lot of bands were supposed to return this year. By the way, a lot of just,
Yeah.
yeah, Foxy Shazam, right?
Hmm.
They were supposed to return this year.
I didn't know they. I didn't know they had a place to return from. I didn't know they went away.
Yep, they were on hiatus. Do you know Motion City Soundtrack?
Was it?
Motion City Soundtrack.
Oh yes.
They were going
Yeah.
to return this year. Of course, My
I
Chemical
also
Romance
did
was
not
also
know
going to
they went
return.
away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look, COVID fucked up a lot of good returns.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Damn
we,
COVID.
we were screaming about butt rock an hour ago. What happened? How do we
An
get on the
hour. That was
topic?
like 10 minutes
I know,
ago.
but how do we get on the topic of like bands that went away and are coming back?
My Chemical Romance. You went from butt rock to them.
Oh yeah, My Chemical Romance is not butt rock. I will say that wholeheartedly with my entire chest. They are not. They are very good.
Yeah, I agree. They're good. But now, is butt rock? Do you have to be bad to be in it? Because some of the bands that are in it are good. So
Uh,
saying a band is butt rock
well,
doesn't
no,
automatically mean
no,
they're
them
bad.
being butt rock does not mean they're bad, because butt rock is just sort of the genre. It means, I told you where the name comes from. It's just disc jockeys with the WPDH 104.9, all the rock, all. I can't remember what it's called. I'm kind
WPVH
of
is
drunk, Dave. I'm kind of
101.5.
drunk. I've been drinking, Dave. I've
Really?
been drinking. Yes, I'm holding to,
Oh no.
I'm holding it together kind of well, but I've been drinking
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
because I'm not as drunk as I was. I'm just sort of a little buzzed, but I'm
I mean,
getting ahead of myself with.
if you were as drunk as you said you were the other night and holding it together this well, I would be shocked.
Well, it's weird. The other night when I was drunk, like I called my mom at the end of the night, like when I was sort of when I stopped drinking, and she was like, you're not even that bad. Like you're not slurring your words or anything. I was speaking very clearly, and I knew like everything that was going on. I just had like the
Hmm.
wicked fucking like head buzz going on.
Yeah,
But yeah,
the alcohol is a weird headspace. It's almost psychedelic.
it is. Oh, okay, Dave. I have stories. So last month, in September, beginning of September, I did my first modeling gig since February, and it was awesome.
Hmm.
I'm gonna lead into what I did. So quarantine. I haven't been exercising as much as I should, and I haven't been eating as properly as I should, as we all have. Uh, I needed to lose weight fast, so for 3 days I did a fast. I didn't eat for 3 days, and then after that I went on a 500
God.
calorie a day diet while working out really hard. Those
Yeah,
few days. Um.
that sounds awful.
Anyway, I went to bed. Actually, no, I didn't go to bed. I did that for 7 days up until the photo shoot. The photo shoot was on like a Monday. I laid down Sunday night to try and go to bed. Couldn't sleep a lick. Now, my photo shoot was in Brooklyn. I live in a small town called Walden, New York. I drive to Poughkeepsie train station, take a train from Poughkeepsie all the way down to Manhattan, and then take an Uber from Manhattan to
It's like
Brooklyn.
2 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
jeez.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. By the way, I love what I do. Like when I get to model, I'm not complaining about this at all. I'd
Yeah,
rather be doing this than anything else.
that's
Um.
awesome.
So anyway, it required me to take like uh, a 4 a.m. train. So I had to be at Poughkeepsie train station by 4. I had to leave my house then by 3. Uh. So anyway, I laid down at like 9. Couldn't sleep at all. I was just up. So at 1 o'clock, I got up, took a shower, on no sleep, went to the train station, took the train to Manhattan, took an Uber to Brooklyn, all on no sleep. Did all of that. Did my photo shoot. It was like an 8 to 5 kind of thing. Actually, no, I think it might have been 8 to 3 ish. After that, I walked 2 miles to get like pizza and just sort of walk around Brooklyn, all on zero food. I did the fasting. I did like 500 calories a day on working out extremely hard. Like my body almost died, Dave. Legitimately, I felt like death
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Oh, I believe it. Were you in like a different kind of a headspace? Like, did you feel different?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I didn't eat anything until I got back home later, which was like fucking had to be 9 at night that
You
I
didn't eat
arrived
in the
home.
city at all?
Not because COVID. Like the city's so
Uh,
populated. There's just so many people walking around you, and I wouldn't feel right taking my mask off to fucking eat near people. Actually, no,
yeah,
no. I
that's
took a
fair.
bite of a Cliff Bar. Like I was able to find a small area for 30 seconds to unwrap a Cliff Bar, like manically, and try and shove it into my face because I was about to fucking drop, Dave. I was on zero
Gotta get
food.
that zipper. Get
Yeah.
that zipper mask.
Oh yeah. I don't know what the
Have you
point of this
seen those
story.
things? People are using them for blowjobs.
I was about to say gross, but actually, you know what? That makes sense. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Um, I don't remember where I was going with the story, but that was the closest I think I've ever come towards like fainting or dying. Like I could feel my heart not wanting to function properly. I think I almost killed
Oh
myself by
God.
accident, Dave. Because
Damn.
legitimately, I ate.
That's really
I'll I'll
scary.
let you know what I ate for like the 4 days before the photo shoot. It was I would make this broth, which was like a cup of the broth would be about 15 calories, and then I would take frozen peas. A quarter of a cup of frozen peas is like 45 calories or whatever, and I would put a quarter of a cup of frozen peas in 1 cup of broth and eat that multiple times throughout the day whenever I sort of felt hungry, up until I hit like the 500 calorie limit. So it was like 60 calorie increments of meals where I just kept eating those. And it worked. I lost weight. I got nice and thin, but I also
Oh, I'm
lost
sure
any
you did.
muscle. I lost any muscle whatsoever. I posted a picture on Instagram
Yeah, that
of me
makes sense.
kind of shirtless. I was wearing like a jacket, I think, but no shirt underneath. And you could see me like my abs are showing, but they weren't as big as I wanted them. Neither were my pecs. Probably because I just wasn't
Hmm.
feeding my body properly.
Yeah, it was just starving.
But anyway, all that hassle I went through to to look good at the photo shoot and be on time. By the way, I was early
Hmm.
for the photo shoot. I had to be there at like 8, I think. I was there at maybe like 7:30 in Brooklyn, just waiting outside the building. Uh,
Oh, it's
I'm
better
very
than late,
punctual.
right?
Yeah, no, I'm very
I'm
punctual.
late
I
to everything, as you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a drink of water. My throat's starting to hurt. It was all that screaming about butt rock and me defending it vehemently that started hurting my throat.
I have to ask, what were the poops like?
Say what? They were non-existent. No,
What were the?
they were fine because like I still had peas. Like I still had like a vegetable coming in, so like there was
Yeah,
something there. It
it's
wasn't like
got a
just
bit of
broth.
fiber to it,
Yeah, it wasn't like just
right?
broth. So it, I know there are people that go on like only broth
Well, that's good.
diets. Um, I wonder how that would have worked. I mean, I don't plan on doing that for a while, but
Yeah, there's this one that has killed people. This woman went on Dr. Phil. She's been pushing it. It's like lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and vinegar or something, and you drink like a gallon a day. People start peeing and
bitch.
pooping blood, and then they die. Yeah, and she's just like, "Well, you lost weight, didn't you?
Yeah,
Lost 100% of the weight."
yeah. Like vinegar, lemon juice, and what?
Cayenne pepper. There's other stuff in there. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's
I feel like that's bad on your kidneys though. Like vinegar and lemon juice in the same is like a bit acidic. Like it's gonna throw off your
it's
pH.
yeah, this thing has killed people. It's really bad. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to drink, like according to this plan that she set up, like a gallon or more a day every single day. And I think you replace meals with it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, not good.
We've been talking for 47 minutes. I have so many stories. Oh wait, hold on. So anyway, I did all of my stuff in the city, did the modeling, walked, got food, walked around a little bit more just to
Hmm.
kill time and whatnot and to see things. I walked by a shooting, not like an active shooting, but like a crime scene. There were like 90 cops around. Uh, that was in
Yikes.
Brooklyn. I walked past this. By the way, a lot of Hasidic Jews in Brooklyn never realized that. Did not know.
Yeah, they have like subsects of Brooklyn.
I saw a Hasidic Jew school bus where it like has like some Jewish symbols on the like it's a very clearly it says like Hebrew school or whatever.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I walked past a crime scene on my way to get pizza, and then on my way home, right as I stepped off the train, this lady with her dog, she got off the train, but her dog fell in between the train and the tracks, and like just sort of
Oh
like
no.
fell in. And like the train wasn't at risk of taking off and killing the dog because the train just stopped.
Yeah.
But I saw her trying to pull her dog up, and her dog was probably like a mid-sized dog or whatever. And she's trying to do it, and she can't. And I just went, "Hey, you need help?" And she went, "Yeah." And I went, oh, and like yanked her dog up, and her dog's just like, oh, like the neck.
Oh man.
And like I didn't wait to get like a
Oh
thank you or like to like, oh, is your dog okay? I just walked off immediately afterwards, like a fucking superhero. Like I
yeah.
I I imagine myself like you know how when Spider-Man saves someone and he just sort of like he'll stop a building from
Swings
falling on
away.
someone and then he'll just leave before they could go, "Oh, thank you, Spider-Man."
Hmm.
He's like, "I got other shit
Yeah.
to do before."
Yeah, you got other dogs to save.
I wish I didn't drink because I feel like my storytelling capability is a little bit off today. I keep getting ahead of myself word-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can make a lot of stuff come out at once.
Yeah. Cuz I'm like, "Oh, and Dave, here's the story about the pizza and the crime scene and this." and the modeling and the not eating.
Yeah, that's wild. You're
Yeah.
back to a regular diet now, right?
Oh yes, I'm getting fat again. Especially the last fucking week. I've just been depressed, of course. Um,
Yeah, naturally.
denial's a very, very weird thing. Um, I don't. This is gonna get heavy again for a sec, but uh, you know, don't feel uncomfortable, Dave. I'm just talking about things that happened. You don't feel bad for me. Um, yeah, because it's
Well,
something that
I
happened in
mean,
my life.
yeah.
So about 2 days, actually 3 days after my sister died, um, we're having her cremated. But before that, she was in a funeral home. Her body was just sort of at a funeral home waiting to be cremated. My mother went to the funeral home to fill out paperwork and whatnot, and she got to see her body one last time. And well, I didn't know that she was going to be able to do that because I didn't know her body was there actually. Neither did my mother. But after she went to the funeral home, I called her to see, what happened. She let me know that my sister's body was there, and well, I had a decision to make, like whether or not I wanted to see my sister's body or not. And well, I was just shaken by it. Like I was physically trembling, thinking about the prospect because I didn't know what to do. Uh, that's how heavy
Hmm.
of denial I've been in. Um, yeah, like uh, I can go throughout the day without thinking about it much, but when I actually have to face the reality, uh, like I start trembling a bit. Like me talking about it right now is somewhat taking me out of the delusion of not realizing what's actually true, the weight of everything going on. And
Right.
well, I talked to my other sister, the one that I argue with all the time, and she told me about my aunt and how when her significant other died, she didn't see the body and she regretted not doing it. So I ended up going, and I think that was very good for me. Um, my mother went as well, and she was crying really hard as well. I didn't cry. I managed to hold it down because I'm trying to be, the rock, for my mother. But
Yeah, there is
yeah.
nothing wrong with crying, though.
Oh no, the first night I found out. I'll tell you about the first night I found out because it's I think it's kind of it's a little weird at parts. It makes me smile. During this one part, I was sleeping. It was 2 a.m. My mother, you know, woke me up. She knocked on my door. Tre'von, get up. She was clearly panicked. A week before this happened, my niece had a head injury. She fell off a skateboard, hit her head. She had a concussion. But everything was going fine with it. So like immediately
Hmm.
I'm panicked. I'm like, what's wrong with the kid? What's fucking is the cat dying? Like
Yeah.
is who's hurt right now? And she told me, um, she was shaking. She said Amber died. Amber's my sister. And I said, I hugged her and whatnot. She was shaking. She went outside for a cigarette. I went to go take a leak because middle of the night, got to take a piss. Um,
I know how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I pissed like a diabetic, Dave. I swear to God. I
Yeah,
swear to
me
God.
too.
Yeah, I get
Me
up like
too.
4 times
My
in the
dad
middle of
has
the night.
actually pointed it out before.
Anyway, I took a piss. I held it together, pretty well. I was just sort of like it didn't hit me right then. Um, so I
Yeah.
finish up my piss. I walk back in my room to get like my phone and whatnot. And like on my floor, my niece drew me a picture with she drew a dinosaur and she named it Ice Cream the Dinosaur, and then she wrote "I love you" on it. and she put it on my floor while I was
Hmm.
sleeping, and I saw that I started weeping like heavily because just my niece is so
Yeah.
cute, and I just felt so bad in that instance. Um, yeah, but that was weird. That was just a weird part of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
services.
Damn.
We're having the service Wednesday, and I don't know, like thinking about it. I'm still. I get shaken up thinking about it because I'm the denial is soon gonna be, it's soon gonna wear off again. So it's like, ugh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, as much as it hurts to not be in denial, it's ultimately better.
yeah, definitely. I'm just trying to take the sorry, alcoholic burp like Rick from Rick and Morty.
I cannot drink alcohol without getting heartburn anymore. Like one sip of anything, and I have to take a Tums.
I know what you mean, Dave. I had heartburn the night of my drunken bender. Um, like I was just laying in bed and I felt it like in my esophagus, and I'm like, I just want to throw
Hmm.
up. I just want to get
Yeah.
everything out of me so I want to go to bed. Sleep was so hard.
Yeah.
My cat was a fucking asshole because he woke me up at like 3 in the morning to be fed and go outside. And it's just, I'm drunk. Cats don't understand hangovers.
No.
But yeah, my hangover was so fucking. It was just shitty. Like, I mean, I'm describing a hangover. That's what they're supposed to be. But it's like,
Yeah.
bro, like
You
they could
mean
have
you mean
warned
the
me before
hangover
I
wasn't
started
great?
drinking. No, but you.
Nobody warned you?
I mean, my mother was like, "You might be hungover with how much you drank," and I was like, "I don't think I'll be hungover," because I was coming down off the buzz, and like my buzz left for a good hour or two, like before the hangover officially started, like the wanting to throw up
Hmm.
started. Like before that, it was just sort of the room was spinning when I was laying down. But other than that, it's like chill. It's buzzed. It's like a heavy. You're drunk. But then like, oh, the nausea, man, the nausea. Why?
Yeah. The best way to avoid a hangover, or not necessarily avoid it, but make it better, is stay hydrated.
I drank 3 bottles of water, like 3 of these little 16-ounce bottles of water, right as I was trying to sober up. Like right when I went to, I took
Nice.
the, I took a 2 hour nap, and then I woke up and I was fine, and then the nausea hit. So like it went away, but then it was like,
Yeah.
surprise, motherfucker, I'm back. It was taking a nap with me, apparently.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I used to have so much fun drinking, and it's just not the same anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why.
I mean, I never had fun drinking. Even back when I like got, buzzed off twisted teas, I would just drink and feel sad. To be honest, the only fun part about me drinking the other night, alcoholic burp again. Uh, the only fun part of me drinking the other night was waking up and seeing that I recorded a whole video and posted it to YouTube because I was just like, I don't
Yeah.
remember this. This was fucked.
Oh man.
And it's like I kept it up there. Like it's not even that embarrassing. I sang kind of poorly, like not the best. Like I know I didn't warm. I wasn't like me before
Hmm.
recording the video. I didn't do
Right.
any drunken vocal warm ups, so my voice isn't that good.
And you don't remember posting it?
No, no.
Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't expect the quality to be the best if you
But
don't
I'm
even
not
remember
slurring. I'm
posting
not
it.
slurring. I get the words right, Dave. I'm not slurring at all. Got the words perfectly fine. Like I set up the whole video by saying like, "Hello everyone, I'm very sad and I'm also very heavily buzzed. Anyway, I'm never playing this song again." And then I start playing. So like I was, it's weird. It's like having split personality or something. Like, oh, that other guy really just recorded a video and did all this shit in my body with my body.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn.
that's wild.
So, how you feeling about politics?
Not great.
Yeah, I think that's most of us.
I really, really want the election to be over. I'm so sick of it.
Yeah. Did you see the meme where it's like all of my depressions coming to beat me up, and it's like seasonal depression, general depression, election depression, quarantine depression.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
We
I
could do
just
one,
sorry. Go ahead.
the girl on the couch
Oh
meme
yeah,
with all
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
Getting
male
fucked
porn
by all
stars
of them.
behind her. Yeah, we could do one like that too.
Ah,
Yeah, it's a weird year
it is a weird year.
to say the least.
Yup. And I don't know. So, have you been feeling depressed? Are you doing okay? You holding up?
I'm doing really well actually because I love the time off. Ever since I got off social media, it's been great. I've been meditating. I've been working out more,
That's nice.
largely because I went and I got this thing,
Ooh, ooh.
and like I didn't think it would actually motivate me to work out, but seeing like those activity rings, closing them every day, it's like I don't know, it's nice. It
Yeah,
makes me
it's like
actually
achievement
work out.
unlocked.
Yeah, it's like gamifying your life almost.
Yeah.
Like makes a game out of working out.
Yep.
So yeah, that's been good. I don't know what I'm gonna do for a job yet. I've been thinking about driving for DoorDash,
I don't
just
know.
like
I don't know how any of these sort of gig jobs are, like the
that one.
Uber or the
I got a
DoorDash.
couple friends
Yeah.
doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and you just like an order pops up on your phone. You if you want to do it, you want to do it. You go to the place, pick up the food, drive it wherever it's got to go, and that's it. And you get paid. And I don't really want a job in the winter, like a job where
Yeah.
I'm locked into something. Where if
Yeah.
it snows, I have to either go in the snow or call out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of just want to do my own thing.
I don't
So I
want
don't
to
know.
ever go back
It
to retail.
seems good.
That's my thing. I never want to experience a Black Friday or a
Yeah.
Thanksgiving working or a Christmas Eve working. I want to just say fuck you to everything.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. You want to know what I've been doing actually during quarantine?
Yeah.
Um, I've been making YouTube videos talking about anime on my YouTube channel. You could check it out. Link in the
Really?
description of this video of this podcast. Yeah, I've
Oh
been.
yeah.
Yeah, my YouTube channel
That's
is
super
just
exciting.
Tre'von Make Hell, and I've just been making some anime related videos. So that's
Nice.
been fun.
Wow, I gotta subscribe to you. That's something I want to do too. Not anime videos, but I want to make videos. And I basically just want to tell people I love you and you're awesome. I just want to spread love, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Ah, I mean, isn't that what life is all about? Spreading joy.
Yeah, I think so. That's my favorite thing to do.
I'm in a weird
Just
situation,
have fun.
philosophically, where I want to become a billionaire so I can like end homelessness
Hmm.
and like do all this good shit. But then I'm like, well, really, like Are billionaires shouldn't be allowed. Like that's too
Right.
much money.
Yeah,
Stop it.
I agree. Billionaires shouldn't exist.
So I'm like, I want to do like become one so I could like fix things. But then it's like, well, on principle, I should like not be one ever, because I don't believe they should exist. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, you're talking about it as if it's like, hmm,
As if it's
do I go be
feasible.
a billionaire? Yeah, like I could do it right now, but do I really want to?
No, but
It's like
philosophically,
even if you,
I'm just sort of like, which one makes more sense though? Like, would it be better if
well,
billionaires just gave up their wealth willingly, or should we just stop them from existing?
I mean, if they gave up their wealth, then they wouldn't be billionaires and they wouldn't exist. So either way, they won't exist.
Ooh, now we have a conundrum, David.
That's right. Unfortunately, if you're greedy enough to become a billionaire, you're not going to give much of your wealth away. So we have to step in and stop one person from getting $100 billion. Because that's absurd. When there are people sleeping on the street and you got one guy who has $100 billion, crazy.
Yep.
It's madness.
You know who I'm fucking sick of?
Oh,
Elon Musk and Bill
me
Gates.
too.
I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
people forget Bill Gates is just as much of a billionaire as like Elon Musk and fucking Jeff Bezos,
Hmm.
because Elon Musk and Bezos are both outwardly cunty, like just shit people. Yet
Yeah.
people look at Bill
I
Gates and
would
they're
throw
like, "Oh,
Zuckerberg in there
innovation,
too.
he's a genius." No, he's a cunt
Yeah.
billionaire just like the rest of them. He's also not ending homelessness with all of his money.
Yeah.
Am I being loud? I feel like I'm yelling for part of this.
No, I don't
Eh,
think so.
yeah,
But alcohol does do that.
it does do that.
I'll find myself shouting after I've
Yeah.
drank.
I mean, look, I was going to wait till episode 10 for a drinking episode, but like, yeah, episode 10 of our podcast for a drinking episode. But
Oh man.
like I drank before we started, so it's like I think we could still kind of do that though.
I mean, I in episode 2, I drank whiskey.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out some sort of drinking game during the
Yeah.
bit. Like whenever I get ahead of myself, like word wise, like my brain is like telling a, further in the story than my mouth. Then we'll have
Hmm.
to take a shot or something, something like that, where
That
we'll get
sounds
fucking
dangerous.
wasted off of our problems. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I haven't like had a fun reason to drink in a while. 'Cause, man, let
Uh,
me tell you, drinking alone versus drinking with people, very different things.
yeah, I know. I was just drunk alone. However, I was like for a good part of it, I was like feeling good and just like sort of cheer. Maybe because I was with my cat. I was with a cat, so I think
Mm,
that helped. Otherwise, I would just probably be laying
yeah.
in bed drunk and want to kill myself.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats are cool.
I mean, like I was just I talk to the cat like he's a person. Like whenever he wakes me up in the middle of the night, I'm like, "What the fuck do you want?" Like I'm outwardly mean to him. Uh oh yeah, okay. Let's talk about some good news. I forgot to mention this. When I did my modeling thing last month, I did a photo shoot with a whole bunch of cool people, very talented models as well, for Aaron Potts, A Potts Collection on Instagram. Follow him. If you like black people and you like art and fashion, support black artist. He's,
Yeah.
support him. Anyway, I
Was it one more
what
time at A Potts?
A Potts Collection, the letter APOTTS Collection. Anyway, one of the pictures from the photo shoot ended up in the New York Times.
Yeah, you sent
Yes,
me that. That's so cool.
I was so happy. It made my day. It was the only thing that made me smile for like 4 months.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
It doesn't mention my name at all in the New York Times, but my picture's in there. My picture's up in that bitch. And I
Yeah,
was,
man.
let's
Yeah,
see.
it is.
I remember I went to the fashion section of the New York Times, and my article with me like as the head picture was the second article. So yeah, it sounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you have a
I'm not
copy of
complaining.
it?
I didn't print it
Like a
out or
physical
anything.
copy?
I just have I have two videos of me just reacting to being on the page. Like I show the
Yeah.
page and then I show me being excited. And like I was playing it up. I was playing cool for the camera. Like I was like, yeah, I'm in the New York Times. What's up? It's just another day
Hmm.
in the life of a model. But for the rest of the day, I was just like, I'm in the New York Times. I'm in the New York Times. Like just so happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. So that's a good thing. You got anything else to say? I feel like I feel like I rushed through all my good stories. Like I thought we were gonna have a 3 hour long podcast, Dave. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all I really had was my little social media anecdote, which only lasted like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I lost
Okay.
track of time like completely. All day yesterday, I thought it was Thursday. All day today, I thought it was Friday. But today's
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, it is. Damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
October is
is.
halfway done.
Yeah, it is.
It's
Dave,
insane.
I'm about to have an existential crisis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
So you want to plug anything before we go? Like just your Twitter or whatnot?
uh,
And of course, the links will be in the
Follow me on
description.
Twitter and Instagram at Peace Love Dave. I've taken a break from social media, but I'm going to be coming back soon.
Coming back
Big.
with a vengeance. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel, link in the description. Seriously, subscribe to my channel. I have some One Piece videos out. I have a poorly sung song of mine, and then I did a cover of a Smashing Pumpkins song like a year and a half ago, which wasn't very
Thought you were
good.
going to say Smash Mouth.
A song.
Somebody once
Once
told
told
me.
me the world was gonna roll. Did you see the barbershop quartet like version of that song? Or it goes
No.
like bum 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 bum, and some guys just somebody once told me the. It's just like four.
No.
I have to send you the link for that. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have 10 subscribers,
Yeah, do
but
it.
I will be uploading way more One Piece videos. Coming soon. I have like.
I'm going to be
Thank you, Dave.
subscriber 11.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Dave. I
This
have.
won't be up yet. So it's not like people are going to hear about it. I'm going to
Yeah.
get in there before them.
Yep. I
I'm going
have
to be
like
number 11.
22 scripts written for One Piece, the anime One Piece, to just discussing the lore of the fucking series. I have 22 scripts
So
written that I
let
just
me
need to
ask you a
record
quick
videos of.
question.
Yeah.
Me not knowing, that's not a proper English sentence. Me knowing barely anything about anime, One Piece also. Um, do I need, like, will you give me information by watching your videos, or am I going to be totally lost in the sauce?
Uh, let's see. So far, I have two videos. One, yeah, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost because I talk about the things going on in the One Piece world. So like you need
Hmm.
sort of the base world knowledge to know it, and I don't
Gotcha.
really go too deeply into the base knowledge.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll
yeah,
watch for you anyway.
yeah. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for anime content and music because I'm also a musician. and follow me on Instagram, and don't follow me on Twitter because I'm kind of a shitty person on Twitter. Um, links for both mine and Dave's stuff is all in the description of this video and in the comments. See ya next time.